Hello, my name is Tayo. I'm a real estate consultant and a realtor. What is land banking? Part 5. Now, in my last video, I said this was going to be the final part. But I try to keep my videos below 5 minutes, and the things I want to share today, if I can't exhaust it in 5 minutes, so I'm going to have to split it into two. So I'm going to do today's video, and then my next video on Monday will be my last video on what is land banking. So what am I sharing today? I just want to share with you some of the advantages of land banking, because of course land banking is one of the investment options available to you, even in real estate. For example, you can decide to invest in rental income. You can decide to buy a land, develop it, and sell, or let it out. You can decide to build a commercial building or a block of offices. So many options. So land banking is one of the options available to you. So what are the advantages, or what are the merits of considering land banking? The first one is land banking requires less input from the time of purchase up to the time where you get your returns. It requires less input. As a matter of fact, at the point of purchase, you're actually doing 99% of the work, because all you need to do to make a good return from land banking is to make sure you buy right, which I've mentioned in my previous videos where I talked about buying land in emerging areas. So once you buy right, you've done 99% of the work. The second thing is land banking investment is a hands-off investment. If you invest in, let's say you have apartments where you earn rent, you know that from time to time you have to maintain these apartments. There will be times when there will be things that will need fixing. Also, there are times where you're going to have issues following up with your tenants to get your rent and things like that. All of this is a normal, with rental income. But the thing with land banking is it's a totally hands-off investment. You put your money on land, you just leave it, you can go do other things while the value of your land continues to appreciate. So it's a totally hands-off kind of investment. The other thing also is that it's easy to get a great deal. Okay, it's easy to get a good deal when it comes to land banking, because even many of the people who own these lands originally, either they don't have need of it, or they can't even see the potential, or they don't even appreciate or know the value of what they have. So a lot of times, a lot of these previous owners are willing to sell these lands even at prices that are just very good for you as an investor, because of course what you're looking at, you want to buy at the price that is as low as possible, and then you want to get a very good return on your investment. So the good thing with land banking is because you're looking at lands in emerging areas, lands where in most cases is unused. You can bargain for a very, very good deal. Some of you must have seen some of the lands that are not so expensive, lands of like maybe 700,000, 600,000, 800,000, and you get things like buy 5 get 1 free. There's one currently ongoing where you buy 6 plots, you get 2 plots free. So these are the kind of deals you can get with land banking. The other thing is land banking requires little startup capital, comparatively. If you want to earn rental income, at least you want to either build or buy an apartment. If you want to buy, let's say for example, a 2-bedroom apartment around where I live currently, you should be looking at maybe 15 million naira. Okay, but you don't need that kind of money for land banking. Okay, with as little as 600,000, 700,000, 800,000, you can begin to invest in land banking. So it requires little capital. And the last one, the good thing about this is not just even about land banking, about lands in general, is you can buy without even viewing. Okay, personally, quite a number of persons abroad have bought land, from me without even inspecting. Okay, but of course we have ways to make them get to know the location. We do a video call so that they can see the land. Of course, we always send the documents that they can always verify. And also, we send coordinates. With coordinates, you can actually pinpoint the exact location of the land from wherever you are using Google Earth or Google Maps. So you don't really have to go to inspect physically, okay, because land is land, Once we tell you that this is the topography, this is the terrain, this is what it looks like, this is the location, all of these things can be verified remotely. Unlike a house, for example, where before you buy, you have to go to the location, inspect, and see whether, look at the quality of the house, see whether it's beautiful enough for you, and things like that. So these are some of the advantages, and this is some of the good things about land banking, and some of the reasons why you should be thinking about land banking. Of course, like every other investment, one of the things that determines which investment option you go for, among other things, is also finance. All right. So if you don't have lots and lots of money, you don't have 10 million, you don't have 20 million to invest in real estate, you have 1 million, you have 2 million, then you should be thinking about land banking, land that you can invest in now, leave it for a while, and then over the next couple of years, the value will have increased significantly, and then you can sell for a good profit. In my next video, which will be my final video on land banking, I'm going to share with you some examples. We'll look at some examples, people, individuals who bought land at a very low price. At the moment, the value of these lands have gone up significantly, and how you can also begin to do this. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you again soon.